Alright, welcome back to the next part of the Shadow Man Remastered playthrough. Where we left off was just at the end of the first part of the cut content near the cable cart. And the quickest way to actually get to the next level is just fast traveling. We're going to fast travel to the asylum. Let's see, Asylum Gateway. We could get into the cable cart and just like walk our way back, but we're so far into the asylum that it would just take too much time for this video, so I'm just going to try and shortcut it a little bit. And we're not actually going to go into this side, we're going to go back here and work our way back out to the bridge that leads into the asylum. So let's go unlock this door. Oops. Or set fire to it. And this next mission is the Temple of Fire, where we're going to get the tattoos on Shadow Man's arms, which allows you to touch fire, I guess. Whoops. And we're also going to get a number of Dark Souls. I think there is 4 in this level to collect at this stage. And then we're going to have to come back later to get more in the Temple of Fire. But for now, all we can get is 4 more Dark Souls. But I believe that gives us enough so that we can open level 4 gates, I think. Yeah, I'm level 3 right now. So if we pick up these next 4 Dark Souls, we can then go into other levels. And also we'll have the ability to touch things that are on fire, so that also unlocks the ability to go back into some previously explored places. I think up here, let's see, this gate is now, the soul gate can be opened. And what we can open, what we can get in here is something that eventually allows us to go to be the Shadow Man in the live side as well. So La Lune, I think we have to combine that with another pickup later on. And then we basically, the sort of overall arching theme here is that we're trying to get the ability to be the Shadow Man in live side, so that we can actually fight and be somewhat competitive against the actual serial killers in the game, because right now we have the ability to access those serial killers, but we can't actually do anything. We need to use the shadow gun to actually fight them, so whoa. So there's no point in just fighting them just yet. Probably some kadu in these, so I'm just gonna pick up a few of these. Oh, there's a lot of kadu on the way down here actually, because we could just drop off here, but I've got some enemies, chasing me right now. But I think if I just run in here, I don't have to fight them, so I'll save a little bit of time. Okay, so this bridge over here brings us to the Temple of Fire. And then there's a gate level 4 we can come back to later.
Spoken of in whispers at the deadside margins, in the hushed and shivering tones of the lurking, lurching revenants. These ancient places, blood temples to the lower, where the dark souls did find their secret corner, hidden by the sanguinary sisters steeped in voodoo lore.
So this is the Temple of Fire, and this is the first level for me that I'm really remembering why I kind of equate this game to The Legend of Zelda, because it just, to me, just feels like a Legend of Zelda temple, like Fire Temple or something like that. It's not so much puzzle based, I guess. There is like an overarching puzzle that we have to kind of solve, but most of so it kind of divides off into different rooms. But most of those rooms it's more like platforming based things you have to do in each of the rooms. But it just kind of gives me the feel of the architecture of what some Zelda levels are like. And I've always, whenever I was a kid, even, because I obviously, Nintendo 64, I played both the Ocarina of Time. Whoa, what the hell happened there? I think one of the fish must have like bit my leg as I was trying to climb up. But yeah, I played like Ocarina of Time and the Majora's Mask, and yeah, so I was big into I was big into Zelda, and then playing Shadow Man just kind of felt like the adult version of Zelda to me, and it's because I think of levels like this one where you have it like different rooms where you have to solve puzzles, and then they lead to just like unlocking access to a boss or something like that. So you'll see what I mean whenever I let's do this first. Whoa, you kind of call it a puzzle, because like, I mean, really all we have to do is go and find a switch in each of the rooms and then press it. But the puzzle here is more like a platforming thing where we have to work out how to make our way up to the switch, which is just up on top of that platform. Once we open this switch, Shadow Man will say the sisters have awoke or something like that, and then that means we have to fight some new enemies in this level. So let's just press button. You'll see what I mean there. So it's almost like it's just like a temple or something we're trying to unlock.
The sisters awake.
Yeah, so he says the sisters awake, and then that means we have to go and fight some of these new enemies. And fighting these, they're not too bad actually. They fire projectiles, but the thing that in regards to the remaster is what's really impressive at this point is that like the shadow on these things are just really impressive. Oh, I can't roll under it. Never mind. But yeah, we get this really nice purple glow to the projectiles that you'll probably see a little bit later on. That how that projectile interacts with the wall, like it just gives you like a really nice purple shadow. Which again you don't really get in the original because you don't get like the dynamic lighting we get in this. So sometimes it can just make for like visually just some really cool things when you're fighting these the sisters. Alright, so you get the general idea of this level. So we're trying to raise that platform that kind of looks like a Mayan pyramid, and we're just making our way. This is like a central area. We're making our way up and just pressing each of the switches. Here's the sisters here. Kind of a little bit scary, like as you're walking in there you know they're going to wake up at any moment. It kind of like reminds me of some of the later Zeldas, like these little, it's almost like little mini puzzles in each of these rooms, but they're more like platforming elements. I think there's a sister in here. There's also a secret area in this bit, which I'm not going to go into right now, because you do need another thing, but basically if you jump on this ledge and then jump over there, which is a lot harder than it sounds, but once you get in there, I think you unlock a cheat for accessing the secret area. But there's a thing like one of those like fire doors that we need a special item to get through.
The sisters awake.
So I'm not actually going to go in there just now because I don't have that item. But I may come back later on and do that in a different part of my playthrough, because like it's just a waste of time for me to go in there now. Whoa, they're all waiting for me down here. And there's more than one type of sister also. I think there's two main types, and then I think one of them's like a boss, because there's a yellow one, a purple coloured one I believe, and then a red one at the end, which is pretty much a boss, I think, like a mini boss, because she's really hard to kill. I got wasted a few times fighting her, and she takes a lot of damage to actually kill, and is really hard to actually I guess I could lock onto her. I haven't really learned what the lock on button is whenever I've been playing this. That might help, I'm not sure. But either way, she's pretty hard to fight. So this next switch we have to get up into these rafters. There's a lot of Kado up here as well, which I'm probably not going to collect because it's just a little bit fiddly to get. Let's see, the switch is actually on this side, I think. There we go. Okay, so there's two more switches left, and then there's one switch that actually you need to turn the fire off. And you can see lots of Govi just scarred. I'm just going to actually run out of this bit because I don't think they follow you beyond this area here. I think they just, I think they probably get unloaded, like a lot of games of this area. Like if you run far enough away, things just unload. They'll not be chasing me as such. Let's see. Okay, we actually get a Govi in this bit. Oh, just about got that. So here's our first Dark Soul, our first of, I believe, 4 that's successful at this part. This point, should I say? Well, in the Temple of Fire anyway, once we get the tattoo, we can actually go and access other ones. Oh, some spikes here. So this is just going to be a fight to get out of here. Just press switch and then run back up the ramps. And we're going to be probably pretty much forced to fight the sisters at this part.
The sisters awake.
See, they're all going to be awake in there. I wonder, can I jump up here quick enough? See, they can probably fly up after me if you like. Yeah, I think they probably could, yeah. If I'm quick enough though, I might be able to just outrun them. Just to save me a little bit of time. There are other things that I may be missing as well, but and probably, whoa, there's a purple one. So the purple ones fire more, I think, projectiles, or fire them faster. But what you'll see is they actually like, oh, okay, I don't want to go in there. Why did it? Yeah, okay, over here. So also the purple ones, I believe, ricochet and bounce about a lot more. And I do find the purple ones a little bit harder to kill, especially if you're in a confined area and like the projectiles are just bouncing all over the place. But yeah, you get some cool effects from their guns. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, the next one out here. Yeah, the next switch is here and it brings up the last platform. And then there's a switch below to actually turn the fire off. And I think I can just drop down. I don't think there's any fall damage in Shadow Man. At least in Dead Side he doesn't seem to get any. Okay, I have to press this switch.
I have passed the first trial.
And he just said I passed the first trial, so I guess we're about halfway through this level. The next trial is to get the. We're going to go and get our tattoo now, which actually looks really cool in the remake, or the remaster. And I think the character model has been improved quite a bit in the remaster. We see that in the most whenever we get the new tattoos, I think. I might actually give it a quick save whenever we get to the fire bit because it's actually more difficult. I died a few times. Here's the second of our Dark Souls.
The Dark Souls are mine.
Alright. This bit here, like, I'm making like a lot of comparisons to Dark Souls, and I didn't really set out to do this, but this just reminds me of Sen's Fortress. I don't mean to keep going on about Dark Souls, and I guess since playing Dark Souls I haven't played Shadow Man, like I've forgotten all these little things, but when I got in here, I just reminded me so much, the way these things swing back and forward, and these blades, the exact same blades in Sen's Fortress, swing back and forward the way these are doing, so I just got such a Dark Souls vibe when I come in here. And I'm like, I apologise for anyone that hasn't played Dark Souls and wonder why I keep banging on about it. But yeah, the more I play this, the more I just see things that happened in Dark Souls. These skin bridges here will collapse, so just don't fall for that bit. I'm actually just going to give it a quick save here because let's see, I'll see over this one, because it's surprising how easy it is to actually fall on this bit. I believe this skin bridge here will fall too, so just don't take any chances. And yeah, you can see lots of Govi, and you might, like, I thought like, whoa, we're gonna get like a lot of Dark Souls here, but only like 2 of them I think are accessible at this point. It just kind of teases you, I think. So again, this bit is a little bit tricky, so Similar to before, we have to make our way around and press all the switches, which lowers this and will give us our tattoo. But it's surprisingly easy to fall into this fire, or like just miss jump and step into the fire. And also what doesn't help is this is going to waken up what I think is like a mini boss sister. She's in red, you can see her over there, so she's just woke up. Trying to get on a platform that I can actually fight her on. Try and get her in closer. Wow. Getting a lot of damage. Okay, I got really good damage in there, which made the fight a little bit easier. But you can imagine when she's like flying around and she's too high up, it's very hard to get shots into her. And when I fought her last time, I had to like just keep running around and picking up health and stuff as I was doing it. I managed to get a lot of damage into her very quickly there. That looks like a really hard jump. I'm not going to try that one. These jumps are harder than they look. Let me see if this, because it's if I die, I have to just make my way back quite a long ways. And again, it's just going to make the video a little bit longer. So see what I mean? Yeah, that's harder to make those jumps than it looks. So I'm just going to load up my file and try that again. Okay, so there's one over here, which actually might be the last one. There we go. No, there's one more. I'm not sure where this last one is actually. Where could it be? Oh, it's in there. Okay, so our last one, and this is going to give us our tattoo. I think there's actually 3 tattoos in Shadow Man from memory. This is actually as far as I've gotten in the game. It's just I've just completed the Temple of Fire. Let's go up here and get our first tattoo. So the first one lets you touch fire. The next one lets you walk on fire, which is like the lava you just see me like get burned on. Is I'll be able to eventually just walk around in that. And finally, the last tattoo lets you swim in fire. So that's used much later on in the game. I don't think there's any fire parts at the minute that you can actually swim in. So let's go and push our first block. You'll maybe have noticed this or recognize this block from some other parts of the game. The very first time you get your first Dark Soul, one of these blocks are present, so we can go and push that one later on. There's also one in the asylum that we can get.
Sisters awake.
So yeah, we can do a little bit of backtracking. Is there anything in here? Is it just a sister or something? Yeah. Don't need to go in there. I'm getting followed right now by the sisters. I should probably have killed them. Let's see if I can make this. Oh, okay, I probably should kill them actually. But you'll see that fire bit there's the next part we'll use our new tattoo to actually climb up onto. Wow, the purple ones take a lot more damage. Oh, I'm nearly. Hey, where'd they go? I think they must have dropped down to the bottom floor. Oh! That scared me. Okay, I'm gonna have to take these ones out because they'll probably just keep knocking me off the platform if I don't fight them. In some ways what makes these a little bit harder is that when you kill them they drop to the floor, so like you don't always pick up their health. You know, other enemies when you're fighting them you're almost guaranteed to get a little bit of health, but those ones you don't. So let's see, there's our Dark Soul.
dark souls are mine.
I'm a little bit paranoid that I'm going to drop down here and die, so what I'll do is another quick save. Because there is like a drop down below this. Get some health. And the final Dark Soul we need to get is actually going back in here, back into the place where we got our tattoo. Let's jump off this, and we're going to make our way. Can you make that jump? I don't know. I'm gonna risk it. We have to make our way over to this wall, which I barely even noticed the first time I played this, but we can just use our hands to shimmy across this and then get our final Dark Soul. And that actually really concludes this part of the playthrough, because there's not much else we can do in the Temple of Fire. This is the last Dark Soul we can get. Oh, okay, so there's a couple of switches we have to press in here. The first is to shoot the rope across so we can actually climb across. We just drop down here and go and press these. Be careful of spikes around this area. So there's the rope, and then we have to open the door. It's just over here. Don't think there's actually any sisters in this part or anything. Okay, so this is, I think it's just one of the Govi that we seen whenever I was talking about that Dark Souls part with the blades. The blades were spinning round and round. Pretty sure it just leads to one of them whenever I come out here. Oh, that was a pretty tight jump actually. Oh no, there's a little bit of puzzle solving, I guess, here. We just have to work out which of these can be pushed that leads to the exit. Some of them have sisters behind them. Let's see, what one is it? I don't know if it changes each time or... Oh, it feels like it's a different place. I feel like it's a different place from the original, but I could be wrong on that. Let's see if it's this one. Yeah, it's this one here, so... It's not really ideal to fight her in close quarters because her projectiles are bouncing about in here. But this, basically, you just keep pushing those... Whoa! Another one nearly hit me. Keep pushing those blocks until you find the staircase out. Only one has a staircase out. And yeah, this was actually the Dark Soul I shot earlier by mistake. So that's it really. I mean, there's nothing else to do at this point. We could actually end the video just here probably. What I'll do is in the next video we'll do a little bit of backtracking and go and get some of the previous Govi, that now that I can actually use I have these tattoos, I can push some of the fire blocks about. So we'll maybe go and do that in the next video. But for now, this is the Temple of Fire done. So thanks for watching, and please keep an eye out for my next video.